Hello everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I am sitting in front of my 2020 vision board that I made last year. If you want to know more about how I made it, I've got a blog post for it and I will have that linked below. But I thought it would be fun since it's the end of the year and I've been thinking about whether or not I want to make one for 2021. I thought it'd be fun to revisit some of the themes that I had on my vision board for this crazy, crazy year. So one of the first themes was money. I think I put just a few things that like pictures of dollar bills or something, just trying to like focus on the wealth, bring that in. And I can't say it was a great year for that because I was furloughed from my job. So I lost some money there. Then everybody was given, had to take a pay cut when we were all rehired. So then my husband took a leave of absence for childcare purposes when the school year started. So he lost some money there. So yeah, not a great money year. Another theme kind of related to money was work. I put like a picture of someone working at a desk that says make over your Monday. That's always a goal of mine, kind of, as I said, related to money, to make more money, find more work that I love. And so this year, I was furloughed for 3 weeks. So that was kind of a weird, like, okay, the universe, like giving me a new job in a way. And then at the end of this year, I did get hired as a freelance blogger for a 12-week period. So that was kind of fun and just a way to make some extra money. So maybe the money situation wasn't actually so bad because I was making some extra money. But I did learn a lot from the contract blogging that I did in terms of SEO and different content and topics that I love to write about and that I can write about and how to write about them. So that's definitely kind of rejuvenated me for 2021 as I try to like up my blogging game and keep my blogging going. I also, of course, have books on the list. Lots of just pictures of books, words, books. I have something that says, yes, I did, and then the books underneath. I thought one of my big goals was going to not just be reading a lot of books, which I obviously did, but also to kind of rework and edit the National Novel Writing Month novel that I did in 2019. And I did start doing that a little bit, and then with work from home, this whole COVID thing, I just got really busy and didn't have a lot of free time to spare for that, or I guess I could say a lot of free time that I wanted to spare for that because I was also busy scrapbooking. You'll know this if you watched any of my process videos from this year. And I did participate in National Novel Writing Month this year, and I don't even think I made it halfway through because, again, I just couldn't find the time. I couldn't find like the story. It just wasn't as inspired this year with what I was trying to write. So yeah, that one maybe didn't turn out so well either. Although, even though BookCon and Book Expo were virtual, I still got to participate in that, and I still got a lot of advanced review copies, so that's a good thing. I also had a section for love. My husband and I were supposed to take an adults-only trip to Disney to do the Star Wars stuff, and that was supposed to be in June. Didn't happen. We rescheduled for November. Didn't happen. So now I don't think it's going to happen ever. So it would still be nice to do just like a trip, the two of us. We haven't done one of those in a long time. And last year in 2019, I had been reading a lot of like relationship advice books, and I had really hoped to put some of that into practice going into 2020. And then like, bam, I don't know, COVID, I'm just going to blame everything on COVID. Another thing that I have on here is mom life. And I think I put a lot of photos of like moms with kids and just pictures of kids because I really wanted to work on being more patient and focus more on just like being a better mom and doing things right, if that's even a real thing. And I did read some parenting books this year, not super relevant to the stage of life that I'm in with my daughter and her age. However, when you're stuck at home with your kid for most of the year and you can't really do anything, I think you get a lot of mom life in there, right? So for better or for worse, maybe the vision board was trying to just bring us together a lot and get a lot of that togetherness, that bonding time. So maybe that's, even though it's not exactly what I was going for, that's what the vision board got for me. I also put pictures of Elizabeth Warren on my vision board for 2020 because it was an election year, if you didn't know. And then after a couple months, was it like end of February or beginning of March? She dropped out of the race. So anyway, another theme I had was friends. So I was really wanting to focus on making mom friends. The new year of MOPS was already like halfway through. I really want to just, focus on like finding my people, finding my village. And then COVID. So when you can't go out for play dates with people, that makes it really hard. And I had some scheduled, and then COVID. So yeah. So I also had a theme of organization. Marie Kondo is on there, but that's for something else. I'll get to that in a second. I just kind of wanted to focus on cleaning up the house, decluttering, not even necessarily being minimalist, but just getting rid of stuff we don't need, cleaning it up, figuring out ways to organize the playroom, organize the toys, organize my scrap room. And I don't know, I've done a little bit of reorganizing or reworking my scrap room recently. Haven't done so much in my daughter's bedroom and playroom unless you count just throwing everything into drawers, organizing and cleaning. It's a strategy, it works. So yeah, I'm still open to that, and I'm hopefully going to be having a how to organize a kid's playroom blog post coming up very soon in the new year, so stay tuned for that. Okay, Marie Kondo is on here, as well as the editor of Real Simple magazine. She used to be the editor of Parents magazine, and she lives in New Jersey, actually not far from where a former coworker lives. But the bangs, I put their pictures on there because one of my goals for 2020 was to cut my bangs back. I'd been growing them out, and I swear to God, they like stayed at the same length for just way too long, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. Because I couldn't do anything with my hair. I couldn't just wear it down because I had these like bang pieces that were still bangs, but they weren't really hair. Anyway, so yeah, I had my bangs cut back in January, and I love it. I did grow them out again over the summer because I like to not blow dry my hair. Anyway, I won't get into it too much with the whole thing, but then I cut them back myself. So how do they look? I did it myself. Are all right? And one of the last major themes was just fitness and health. So I have some pictures of like doing yoga and smoothies. And I feel like, well, because of COVID, I definitely had more time to work out and exercise. And I've definitely gotten into a rhythm of waking up every morning before everyone else, just taking an hour to myself to do something I do. I'm a 10-minute morning yoga practice, and I also do an indoor cardio workout, which is really a lot of fun. And my family was doing nightly family walks after dinner every night up until the point where it got too cold and it started getting darker earlier. So those kind of stopped. But I think definitely on the health and fitness front, I did very well on that for 2020. And just silly stuff. I did have a picture of a car somewhere on here. I don't even know where it is. Just because I was thinking like, oh, my husband's lease is going to be up, so we'll probably trade that car in for like the car that we've always wanted. But that happened in a totally different way. Getting a car that I wanted, it happened because of a car accident in January, and my car was totaled. So I got to get a new car. So like you put out things on the vision board, but the universe will give it to you in a way you haven't thought of. And then of course you have to have strong women on your vision board. So I've got Dolly Parton, who had a huge presence in 2021. She was doing reading storytime books on her Facebook Live. She has a Christmas movie out. I don't know if you saw the documentary that aired during a Facebook Live, the library that Dolly built. So she's been like all over the place in 2020, which I don't know, maybe it was my vision board. I also have Gloria Steinem, Diane von Furstenberg, and the Golden Girls. I mean, Michelle Obama's on there, and Elizabeth Warren as well, strong women. So I just kind of put them on there as inspiration for what I would like to emulate. So that's the 2020 vision board. I think I'm going to do a 2021 vision board. So stay tuned to the blog for how I'm going to do that and what my themes are going to be for the year. It's going to be a little bit different than how I crafted this one. Probably still cutting pictures out of magazines, but in terms of coming up with the themes and what I want to put on my vision board, it's going to be a little bit different. So if you're not following me on the blog, that link is below, and definitely follow me on social media because I always tell you when a new blog post is coming up. And if you're not following me, you won't know. And leave a comment below and tell me what's going to be on your vision board. Did you do one in 2020? Are you going to do one in 2021? Let me know. Maybe we can share some ideas. And then also give this video a thumbs up, like, and click subscribe so you don't miss out on other fun videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.